It's week 1 of the National Football League, and there's no love lost between these NFC South foes. It's the Falcons and the Buccaneers. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
We're about 20 miles from the Gulf of Mexico at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa, as we bring you the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks for having us in to kick off a new year. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, you lived this as a player. It's so exciting for us as fans, but now after that long off season to get your body ready and your team ready and your game ready, finally show everybody what it's all about. Week 1 of the season has arrived.
Yeah, and at this stage in the process, Mike, you're exactly right. All you want is for this ball to be kicked off. You're tired of practicing. You're tired of the off-season workouts. You're tired of the preparation for what feels like an entire year to play one game. And now you lace them up, you strap the helmets on, and it kicks off what should be another exciting NFL football.
So what lies in store for these teams this season? The talking's done. We're about to find out. It's week 1, and off we go on EA Sports. So the Tampa Bay offense set to work for the first time in this one. And they're led by the #1 overall pick back in 2018. Greg, it is Baker Mayfield at quarterback.
There's just something special about week 1, isn't it, Mike? I mean, after months of anticipation, speculation, it finally hits you. The season has arrived. This is the first time where we're going to get to see a lot of the debuts of players on new teams, new coaches, rookies taking the field for the very first time in a meaningful game. The preseason is one thing, but it's an entirely different level of excitement once opening weekend rolls around. I don't know about you, but I am excited to see what's in store for us, that these games finally now matter.
Quick throw, out wide, it's caught. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Here comes Otten in motion. Off the play fake, it's Mayfield. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Now, following the punt return, we have an injured player on the field. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Short throw taken by Pitts. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll run it for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he's got it. 1st down. A pickup of 4. He'll drop to throw. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. He'll look to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Whoa! And he's going to be out of bounds, but they take it to the 20-yard line with that one. It is a big play there for the Falcons. 32 yards.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
Back to throw.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
On 2nd down, it's a run with Robinson. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. On third down, they'll set up to throw. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense ready now for their second drive. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. To throw is Mayfield. This pass is caught by Cade Otton. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a 1st down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier. So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
And he will have the 1st down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains. Now Mayfield fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Baker to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mayfield. A throw on the move is caught. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On the handoff, this is Warren. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line. They need to get it to the 27. This is 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
Just a great individual effort, and when you have a guy that can win his one-on-one matchups, now it becomes less about who's blocking him and how do we block him. Expect the offense to make some adjustments because right now, one-on-one, this defender is going to win every time.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. This will begin at their own 13-yard line. So work to do starting with this 1st and 10. 2nd down and 3. Another run here for Robinson. And it doesn't appear that he got to that 1st down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. They'll try to get the running game going. His 1st carry. The Falcons send their punting unit out. A fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The Buccaneers offense getting set to get back to work. will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. To throw is Mayfield. What a good choice to get out and run. That's a pickup of 18 and a 1st down.
And the Buccaneers, 1st down.
Now a give to Warren, running right. He did a good job of making one man miss, but could not get away from this defense in the end. It turns into a loss of yardage. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Here's Mayfield. That's going to be incomplete, and it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter. Throwing is Baker. He'll get this out wide, and he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the 1st quarter. So, 1st quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. It's the Falcons with the early lead. We'll have more from Tampa after this. Here's their punter now, as he is on to punt for Tampa Bay. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Falcons offense headed back to take over once more. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
The key to this play here, Mike, is the anticipation of the snap. Watch how he's able to time the center, and when that ball moves, he hits it. Gets through into the backfield, and he brings the quarterback down before the receivers even got out of their breaks.
A give, and here comes Robinson. And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. He dives, and what a catch for the 1st down. That's his 1st reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
You just love to see this effort, especially on 3rd down. You understand, you want to keep this possession alive. You have to do everything in your power sometimes to bail out your quarterback, and it's exactly what he does here, and it brings up a fresh set of downs.
On 1st down, it's Robinson, and he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. They'll go again with Robinson. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down. At least it appears that way. He got it maybe by the length of the football. Up the middle they go. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's 2nd and 9. Now this time they'll look to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? And that is incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
They will get away from that one. And they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. They'll operate from their own 3-yard line as they try to put something together here on this drive. It's 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down at about the 13-yard line.
Well, that run came at the perfect time, Mike. Anytime you find yourself backed up near your own goal line, the goal is to just start with 1 first down. They were able to get it here. Now you give a little breathing room, a little room to operate. Fresh set of downs. Keep this drive alive.
And they're going to get him down right at the 25.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
2nd and a yard.
At the 34-yard line.
Motion man is the tight end going right. On 2nd down, Warren. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down.
That's good. For the Buccaneers, 1st down.
Now Mayfield. He'll go underneath here, the running back out of the backfield. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6.
At the 42-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Warren. Down the sideline, past the 45. And he'll be out of bounds, but down around the 15-yard line. It is a big play for the Buccaneers. 42 yards.
Well, I'm not sure you're going to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that run right there. I mean, when he got past the first wave, you got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. That's over the middle of the tight end, Otten. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Mayfield. And he will power his way into the end zone. Baker Mayfield. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. Now an opening past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Now after that last snap, we have an injured player. It's Bijan Robinson, who's in some pain down there. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. A handoff as they try to run it here. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere. 7-3 is the score. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Greg and I back with more on this opening week after this. Throwing now from the gun. Over the middle, that's his tight end, Pitts. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
Ball start, offense.
They'll look to throw. Complete. Former first-round pick Drake London with the catch. And he's going to be taken down. So here's a chance to take the lead going into the locker room. It's 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. And he can't get away. Down he goes back to the 16. First down was not very good. Here's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Now he'll run.
The key to a good quarterback scramble, Mike, is knowing when it's time to go from a thrower to a runner, and that's exactly what we saw here. Doesn't get the first down, but he's able to pick up some really positive yards and then get out of bounds.
They'll try to run with Robinson. Powering forward. He's in. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Atlanta. So on 3rd and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down. Taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bucs offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Now the Bucs will take their first timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. Now a timeout signal for him, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break. Here's Mayfield working from the pistol. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. The Bucs have the field goal unit on the field. Spotted at the 45, this is a 55-yard attempt. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Buccaneers will level the score at 10 apiece.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. To the right, that's Pitts. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
All right,
Michael. We'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Past midfield. It's a foot race. And he's going to take this all the way back. 92 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. What a start to the second half. They come right out of the locker room and take it all the way to the end zone for 6.
Mike, we got to find out what that halftime speech was by that coach, because apparently it worked. I mean, talk about a dream start here. You find yourself at halftime, you're regrouping, we want to come out in the third quarter and establish some rhythm and momentum, and boy, do they do that here with their kickoff unit, returning it for 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This fielded at about the 9. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Buccaneers offense and their running back, Jalen Warren, set to take over once more. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. 3rd and 5. Throwing is Mayfield. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
We'll get this to about midfield. Up from his safety spot, Jesse Bates makes the play. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they take it to the 20-yard line with that one. A big play and a much-needed one as well. And even 30 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. Back to the air, it's Mayfield. He keeps it himself, and he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Here comes Otten in motion. from the gun on third down. It's Mayfield. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up first and goal.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They need 6 for the touchdown. Second and goal. Now Mayfield. Now, and he gets to the outside and takes it in. Baker Mayfield. Touchdown Buccaneers. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. From the 6, here comes a return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here's Bijan Robinson. And the Falcon offense set for their next drive. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They'll throw out of the gun. That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a first down. He'll look to throw. Short throw taken by Pitts. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Quick throw, taken in.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
And that'll give him a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 3. First down.
He'll drop to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. We'll try the right side with Robinson. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. 3rd and 9. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's down at the 3. What a run.
Those plays are killers for a defense. You think you have the quarterback hemmed in. You think you have a chance for your pass rush to get you off the field. Instead, he gets away, picks up some tough yards, and sets his team up 1st and goal.
Ball sitting on the 3. It is 1st down and goal. That is caught. What a job on the scramble. Touchdown, Falcons.
That just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. The PAT, up and good. And the Falcons will go up by 7.
Buccaneers 17.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Buccaneers offense ready to take over possession of the football. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Mayfield to throw. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Here comes Otten in motion. Mayfield to throw it here on first down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. That'll be caught by the running back, Warren. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
You look at the deep layers that they put into this defense. They're trying to say, hey, you don't get enough depth. We're going to throw this ball over your head. But once a defense takes that deep passing game away, look at this space between the running back when he gets the ball and the front line of defenders trying to chase him. That's what allows for this big pickup after the catch. Great play design.
On first down is Mayfield. That's over the middle of the tight end, Otten. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mayfield. He runs with it. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. A handoff here, up the middle, and he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa. And that's a football to hold on to forever. His first NFL touchdown in his very first NFL game. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
So back to level after the touchdown in time for the kickoff. This taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. Both these offenses have been informal. Is the defense going to show up? Can anybody come up with a stop? All tied here in this third quarter, and it's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Throwing now from the gun. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this third quarter. Back to the air once more on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this third quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So, a pair of first downs moves them out to the 47-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Pitts is the man in motion. Give to Robinson from the pistol. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. Baker Mayfield and the Bucs ready to get back to work. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
They'll turn and hand this one off. He'll dodge one would-be tackler and wind up getting a nice gain of 6 on the play. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Baker to throw. Open man, left side. He's got it. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the 1st down. To throw is Mayfield. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 43-yard line.
Here comes Otten in motion. A run up the middle with Warren. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
A tight end in motion now. They'll try and run it here with Warren. 15-yard pickup there. Good for a Buccaneers 1st down.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, 4th quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
Once again, it's Warren. Into the secondary again. He's going to get this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 6-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 33 yards.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here's a run. Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the plane, but a real solid gain on 1st and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd down, Baker. He's got his man. Middle of the end zone. Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now the pressure shifts to your defense. Your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
No problem there on the extra point. And the Bucs will go up by 7. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Falcons offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Pitts is the man in motion. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
Receiver downfield. Offense.
You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too
Still
far,
first down.
and it draws the flag. From out of the gun, he'll throw. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll look to throw. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back set to go once more. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They send Godwin in motion. On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. And that's going to get closed up quickly. He'll get only to the 37. 2nd down and 8.
At the 37-yard line.
They'll send a tight end in motion. Off the play fake, it's Mayfield. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Out of the pistol, it's Mayfield. That one complete. It's the tight end, Otten. That pass play good for 22. It's a 1st down for Tampa Bay.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another 1st down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll stay on the ground with Warren. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's a handoff to Warren, running left. And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They motion the slot man left. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he will score. Jalen Warren. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
The kicking team on for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Buccaneers will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense make their way out to take over once more. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. They'll drop to throw. That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Now, deep ball for London. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. They'll throw out of the gun. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he'll be taken down. Here is 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
A try here for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Falcons will cut the deficit to 7. They need a late recovery to have any chance. Here comes the onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here an onside kick, not much of a chance.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They go down to an 8, and that's the way to start the new campaign. 1 game, 1 win here in this season opener. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So, fire the cannons. It's a win for the Bucs. They move to 1-0 as they earn this victory in the division, no less, here in Week 1. So, that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Buccaneers get the win, as we say so long From Tampa,